shout out Kimo. She requested this video. She actually sent me a message and she told me to make a video on how to cook rice. So shout out to her. So I already washed my rice, and I used about 2.5 cups. I'm making rice for about 5 people here at my house. So I started off by washing it. Let me show you guys really quick on the rice that I use. We use this rice here, the jasmine rice. Honestly, sometimes it has to do a lot of like on how you cook your rice, on what brand of rice you use. This one, my mom always taught me this is like the best rice, and this one's the one we use. I will pass on the rice today because like I've told you guys before, the rice, like it's really not good for me right now that I'm pregnant and diabetic. So right now I'm just pretty much frying my rice with a little bit of oil, and I'm gonna let it cook in here till it's kind of like brown. Like you guys see some already starting to cook up. Let me show you guys what I got going on today. I got some pollo empanizado right there. Sorry, my lighting's not good. And I'm making that for my fam. Making rice. I got my chiles going on. So yeah, so pretty much I'm gonna go ahead and stir all this up till it cooks like brownish, you know, like the little rices. Okay, so now here we got my rice, and it is almost done cooking. As you guys can see, there's like, it's already starting to get really brown the way we want it. And we're gonna let it sit here, and I put it around 2. And I'm gonna show you guys how I do el agua de tomate for it, like the caldito. So here I used 1 whole cup, about this big, of water, and then a half of it. So right here I already washed my tomatoes and all that, so I'm gonna put 2 tomatoes in there. I'm gonna chop a piece of onion, about probably like that much of it. I'm gonna go ahead and use, this one's like my favorite. This is how I do it, but you guys, you know, there's a lot of ways to cook rice. There's a lot of ingredients, like you can add, unadd, but this is how I prepare my rice. So I'm gonna add about a teaspoon of this. So let me open this up really quick. And like I said, like ustedes le tantean, like I already got this down. So there's that. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of this, and I kind of love making my rice with caldo de pollo, but today I do not have caldo de pollo at all. So there we go. This is all I add to my rice, like literally. So now I'm gonna put it in here. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on here, and now I'm gonna blend it. I'm gonna blend everything together. Let me just cut another piece of it's good like that. And while this is over here finishing up, we're gonna sear it. And you see, that's how you guys want it to look, like brown, like not burnt, just kind of, sorry my lighting is bad. And I'm talking a little loud because I do got that going on. Then I got my chiles here. This is like a whole little salsa I'm making. And those are actually pechugas de pollo en bistec empanizados. Just thought I'd mention it. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna have today for my fam. Rice, that, and some chile, and then I'm gonna make a coleslaw on the side. But that's what we're making. So then this is pretty much already blended. So that's pretty much already done. So now I'm gonna go over here, and this is pretty much, my rice is already done right here too. So, you know, and always guys, try to keep your little area clean. And I just took this out because this is like the size measurement that I pretty much used. I used 2 full of these of rice, and then like maybe up to like right there, like a little more this rice. And we always kind of like to have leftovers for the house, just for anybody can take to work the next day, or just, you know, I have big tanks in my house, so then I kind of take it down low because I'm gonna go ahead. I have my phone, I'm recording with one hand, and it's like a little process. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start adding this in there. I'm gonna bring a little bit more of water from over here, and I'm just gonna dump it in there, and I'm gonna do this right here. And give me one little quick second. Let me see if you guys can actually see what I'm doing. You know, hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing over here. But I'm gonna just go ahead and do this in here. So just like that, I'm gonna go ahead and just put that in there. Bring this over here. Sorry that I am not taking my sweet ass time today, but it's already about to be 2 and I'm kind of in a hurry right now because I have to go do an errand and I have to pick up my brother from school. So yeah, so this is pretty much how I make my rice. It's so simple and it's like quick to make. The only thing that kind of lasts us to make is like cooking the rice, but I mean it's really not that much. So now what I like to do, I like to subirle, like right there, maybe to like a high. So then the water in here starts boiling, and I like to leave it cook on high for about 3 to 4, maybe 5 minutes. But I'm gonna add a little bit of more water in there. Just a little bit more around. So there we go, and you guys can always try it. Tastes really good. So then, oh the heck no, let's just add the whole thing of water. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave it on here on high and let it boil for about 4 minutes. Alright guys, so my rice has been cooking on, like, I had it at 8, but apenas le bajé. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna leave it at a 2, and you see how it's kind of already like kind of halfway there. It's still hard. So now the boiling fast kind of helps it cook a little faster. So now I turned it all the way to a 1.5, and I'm gonna add just a little bit more of water, just like that. I'm gonna just kind of, you know, like everything together in here, kind of blend everything together around like that. I'm gonna add a little bit more of water. So there's that. And honestly, with this amount of water that I just put in here, with this amount of water that I just added in here, it should be enough for it to finish cooking. So yeah, so now what we're gonna do is leave it on there. I'm gonna go ahead and use my tapadera and just leave it on there. It's 2:08, so when it's officially done, I'm gonna come back and show you guys how it all supposed to look like and all that. So yeah, there it is. So it is about 2:24. I'm gonna go ahead and destapar my olla. So here's my rice. It's pretty much all done now, with just like the little steam in there, like it's gonna finish cooking up. So yeah, so here it is. My hands are clean. You see how soft it is? Like it just breaks apart. Well yeah, this is the finished product of my rice, and it looks so yummy and it smells so yummy. And I just like to poke like some little holes in here like this, just so when I put the tapadera back on, the steam can like finish cooking lo que le queda de agua in there. You know, this is just a little, just like a little tip that my mom always showed me, but you guys can make it really different and all that. So yeah, I'm gonna just leave it on here, and I'm gonna leave it for about another minute y le voy a apagar, and your rice should be all done. If you guys liked this video, if you guys actually try it out, let me know. And if you guys want to see how I make like el pollo empanizado, like the bistec, also let me know. Whatever you guys want to see, let me know. Thank you guys.